This is it. The last game of my rookie season. Kind of hard to believe. These 82 games have gone by in a blur. I know we're on the outside looking in when it comes to playoffs, but that doesn't mean I can't go out and give it everything I have one last time.
Welcome to 2K Sports for another edition of NBA basketball. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. Looking back to the last matchup between these two teams, it was Orlando who was unable to get it done against the Hornets. That game left them at 1-2 in head-to-head meetings so far.
You know, you hate to use this word, but I really felt like it was a sorry effort that they put forth on the defensive side.
Boy, that's pretty harsh from you, Greg, but you're right. I mean, too many times we saw them slow to set up and get on D or late on their rotations, and they paid a big price for it.
A look at the Magic starting group. Harris and Gordon, the athletic forward pair. The backcourt is Payton and Oladipo, and it's Vucevic in at the 5. Now here's Payton. Pass to Oladipo. From outside the arc, it's rebounded by Charlotte. Their last game, a win against Boston, looking to carry it into this one.
Yeah, and in that game, we saw a lot of sloppy play from the opposing offense. They coughed the ball up, a lot of unforced turnovers.
And that did make things relatively easy for them. You know, it's nice to get a win and not have to work too hard for it.
Well, guys, no secret that Al Jefferson has never been known for his defense. Clark, mostly viewed as an offensive player.
Yeah, he really is strong down in the low post, but last season, Jefferson went out of his way to change that no defense perception of him.
Here's Jefferson after the made shot from Nikola Vucevic.
High-quality shot, just a little off there with the release.
And, Greg, that has him S-H-H-E, shaking his head. Tough miss that time.
Fox passes to Jefferson. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
Crisp pass into the paint.
About a minute and a half through the first quarter. And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Thank you, Kevin. The head coach for Orlando gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. I asked him what their focal point would be defensively, and he said that Al Jefferson is at the top of their scouting report. With his smooth, low-post repertoire and mid-range shooting touch, he can put up points in a hurry. He said they'll try to steer him to his left hand as much as possible and just hope for the best. Kevin, we'll see if they can force him into a tough night.
Thanks again, Doris. Fox hits them both. And so here's Orlando. 4-point game. They put up a nice win against the Bucks the last time out.
They just weren't challenged. I mean, nearly as much as they should have been in that game, at least when they had the ball.
Yeah, it was a mismatch. I mean, the defense from the start was on its heels practically the entire game.
That's good.
Great move there. That spin just dusted off the defense.
The Hornets have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Fox a screen on Payton. And it's Walker penetrating. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in. Walker's got his first basket.
Well, Merry Christmas. I mean, that was a freebie.
Payton kicks to Oladipo. Passes it to Vucevic. From 13 and off the front iron, and in it goes.
Just no chance for the smaller defender to block that shot.
He's really, really good at using his size to free himself up for those mid-range jumpers. A master at it.
Here's Jefferson. That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
He got a great read of where that miss was going, and that allowed him to be the first guy to it and get the putback.
Picked by Vucevic. Payton outside. 6 on the shot clock. Inside. And Vucevic with the basket on the assist by Payton. 6 points for Vucevic. Charlotte in the lead. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Walker dishes to Jefferson. And good on the basket. Book it. Jefferson's got 6. Orlando's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Oladipo against Fox. Payton outside. Right wing. Here's Vucevic. It's rebounded by Charlotte.
Well, I think the defense got lucky right there. I mean, he's going to make a lot more of those than he misses when he's got that much room.
Freak sets a screen for Walker to the paint. Al Jefferson again. 8 points for him.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. We're
playing too much on the perimeter. Let's look to dump the ball inside.
Now we have a chance to see the teams that have been the NBA's best three-point shooters this month. The Hornets, #1.
And right now, their three-point shooters are in terrific. They put on a display here from long range.
Kaminsky is checked in for Charlotte. The Magic also changing it up. Hezonja comes in for Gordon. And it's Watson in for Payton. Vucevic a screen on Walker. Watson the pass to Vucevic. There's a good screen. Nails the wide open jump shot. Vucevic has got 8 points.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
Walker gets a screen from Fox. And Walker kicks to Freak. That falls. Nice feed that time from Walker. Walker's got 3 assists tonight. The Magic trail by 7. Inside, here's Vucevic. Uses the glass to finish the layup. 10 points for him.
No matter what the score is, his attitude has been perfect. I love his disposition. He has stayed in attack mode.
Walker dishes to Freak. Tries from 10, and that one hits back iron. For Orlando, they've gone 6 of 10 from the field in this ballgame. Watson with it. He's picked up by Walker. Pass to Hezonja. Three-pointer. Can't get it to go. Hornets leading by 5. Clark, you follow international basketball so much, and Mauro Hezonja isn't a new name to you.
No, it's not, but I'm actually looking forward to seeing him do things in the NBA. Only played sparingly up until now, but the talent and skills he possesses, they get your attention.
Well, Hezonja has been playing as a pro since his 14th birthday.
Yeah, it happens that way in Europe.
Vucevic to the pass to Oladipo. And the 3 off target. For Charlotte, they've gotten 7 of their first 10 attempts to fall so far. Excellent pace to their offense. The shot by Kaminsky. Nobody around. It's good from long range. Kaminsky's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
And with Hezonja, it is all about what he might do in the future. He has great athleticism, very good size at his position, and already has great skill in terms of scoring the basketball. Hey, they got the shot they wanted off of that pick, but it just doesn't fall.
Yeah, it didn't go down, but you'll take that shot every single time, Greg. That's good offense.
Now, here's Walker. He's coming off a 13-point game against the Celtics in Boston.
You know what I like most about Hezonja is how much he believes in his own ability. He has tremendous confidence. Before the draft, he said he felt he should be the first pick overall. That's confidence, folks.
Oh, and it looks like that's going to be the Magic trail by 5. Fox in a 2-guard. Kaminsky out there with Tyler Hansbrough. And there's Kemba Walker. And it's Batum in at the 3 spot. So that's the lineup for Charlotte.
There was just enough defensive pressure to get him off balance and cause that shot to go awry.
Now let's go to Doris Burke. Doris?
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Celtics stepped up to deliver. He ended with 16 points, and part of that scoring came from beyond the arc, adding a few threes to his already impressive season total. His performance will be a high note in what has been a disappointing season for his team.
Good job as always, Doris. Thank you, guys. What was your take on his performance?
Kevin, I really felt like he left it all out on the floor. I'll say this. It was a great, hard-charging effort.
Guys, when he's on, nobody's more fun to watch. And he was definitely on in that game.
You know, the defense was lax right there, and he's able to make them pay.
Walker goes in.
Really aggressive play there, taking it to the rack against the big fella.
You know, Greg, aggressiveness is really the only option when you're on the wrong side of the size equation.
Here's Watson. He had 10 points in the win against Milwaukee.
And what I enjoyed when watching that game was the way he balanced getting his shot and also incorporating his teammates.
Over these last 10 games on the Magic schedule, this is how they stack up right here. First in fewest turnovers per game. Second in opponent points per game. And they show up also in the top 5 in opponent shooting percentage. That's because they've really made a commitment at the defensive end.
And, you know, going back to their turnovers, fewest in our league, that shows you the intelligence they play with. You have to beat them. They are not going to do it for you. And that's foul number 2. Maybe you don't sit him at this point, but you really have to be careful to not pick up another before half.
Pick by Vucevic. Vucevic is screen on Walker. Watson kicks to Vucevic. It's good, and Watson picking up the assist. 12 points for Vucevic.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with the way they work down low.
It's becoming a theme in this game, Clark. They are piling up the points in the paint. And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
That is good. Vucevic has got 4 points now in the quarter.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with a pass.
There's the dish to Walker. To the left wing. Shoots off the screen. Fox, no good. Orlando trailing here. Oladipo dishes to Watson. Here's Vucevic. Chance there to take the lead. Missing. Batum passes to Walker. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. It's going to be on Victor Oladipo.
Walker having a fantastic game. He has 9 points, and what a game he's had passing the ball, too.
I love the fact that he plays for his teammates, really spreading the ball around, getting everyone involved.
And the Hornets making a change here. Zeller's checked in, and the Magic making a change here as well. Gordon's checked in. Kicks it to Watson. 18 feet out. And it's Fox with the rebound. Charlotte's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. It's stolen by Vucevic. The feed now to Watson. Down low. Can't tie it up as that one misses.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Here's Fox. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. And this is his second trip to the line tonight.
Going to the line.
Free throw good. Free. That one misses. The Magic trail by 3. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Azania, that one a little long. Charlotte has gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. Fires from 18. Walker's shot is off.
Well, I like the defense there. Right up in his grill, didn't give him a chance.
And the first half comes to a close. We've got a close game going on.
Well, guys, with Nick here, what was the...
And it's been a back-and-forth game so far with no ground given through the first half. Third quarter starting here now. You know, Vucevic, guys, has been exceptional.
I just love the tenacity on the defensive side. I mean, his play on D has been a huge factor for them as he continues to get steal after steal.
And, guys, as the game moves on, I think he should continue to be aggressive defensively to keep ball handlers off balance.
Our second half of basketball and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. So on the floor for Orlando, Gordon and Vucevic together in the post. Payton and Oladipo, the explosive backcourt pair. And it's Harris in at the small 4. And Harris drops them both. And for Tobias Harris, a resurgence of sorts last season, Clark, especially from behind the arc, where he shot a career high, 36%.
You know, he'd only hit 25% from 3 the year before, Kevin. So, yeah, a monster improvement in accuracy from long range.
Now here's Freak. To the paint. It's tipped. It's stolen by Vucevic. On the wing, Harris. Defended by Batum. Harris kicks to Oladipo. And the layup is good. Oladipo's got 7 points.
I think they need to get much more disruptive defensively. They can't just keep allowing these easy baskets.
That's got to be job number one right now. Nothing easy on the inside. Yeah, good call there. I mean, feet clearly moving when he set the screen.
And he lowered the shoulder, too. I mean, they were going to get him there one way or the other. I mean, that was an easy call.
Now here's Payton. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Harris dishes to Payton. Pick by Vucevic. Back to Harris. They set the pick. And Oladipo kicks to Vucevic. Can't convert after the good screen.
I'll tell you what, folks. I bet he won't miss that shot next time he takes it.
Freak with it. Now defended by Oladipo. And it's out of bounds. And they say it was last touched by Vucevic. Charlotte has gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. Here's Roberts. He's covered by Watson. Here's Fox. No good. That would have tied it.
He's always going to have a difficult time finishing when the defense is in his face like that.
Screen by Smith. Wide open look. Batum grabs the miss. Charlotte trailing. Lamb with the ball. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. They now take the lead. And 11 points for Freak. Orlando's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Watson kicks to Fournier. Screen by Smith. To the inside. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. Frank Kaminsky picks one up. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for Charlotte.
They've knocked down plenty of mid-range jumpers in this one. That's been big for them.
Yeah, but don't forget about their points in the paint, because those have been big.
And so he hits both. Charlotte has gone 5 of 10 from downtown tonight. 50% exactly. Here's Roberts. Rebound by the Magic. Dedmon's got his 3rd rebound tonight. Now the pass to Hazanya. There's the pick. Dishes to Dedmon. He feeds it to Fournier. Screen by Smith. And Fournier kicks to Smith. Great use of the pick to create room for the jumper. Smith's got his 2nd bucket of the game to go.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact that the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
And he gets it to go. And that's 13 points for Freak. The Magic have gotten half their shots to drop in the second half up to this point, going 7 of 14. .26 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. 6 to shoot. Smith right side. The Magic need to get a shot off here. Hazanya's shot is off.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might well tell the story in this one.
And that should tilt things their way. No doubt they've been winning on the backboard.
Here's Fournier. He got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And as we finish the 3rd quarter, it's still close. Both teams trading baskets. Hornets on top. They lead by 1. 2K Sports back in a moment here at the Time Warner Cable. Thanks for joining us again as we get set for the 4th quarter. A terrific game so far. He's checked in for Jeremy Lin. Orlando also making some changes. Jason Smith, he's checked in for Aaron Gordon. Fournier comes in for Tobias Harris. And it's Watson in for Elfrid Payton. MKG and Zeller at the forward duo. Kemba Walker is out there with Fox. And it's Jefferson in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So that's the Hornets 5. Walker goes in to the middle. It's tipped. And it's out of bounds. The Hornets able to retain possession here. And the Hornets making a change here. Batum's checked in. Orlando also making some changes. Aaron Gordon, he's checking in for Smith. And Tobias Harris subbed in for Fournier. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
Shape up. Shape up.
Magic leading by 8. And here's Watson, picked by Vucevic. Harris outside. And Oladipo, here we go. And that basket pushes the lead to double digits. And the Magic lead by 10.
He had his head on the swivel and was able to pick out the pass and get the assist.
Walker the pass to Fox. Back to Walker. To the middle. It's stolen by Vucevic. Now here's Watson, guarded by Fox. Harris against Batum. Back to Oladipo. 6 on the shot clock. He kicks it to Vucevic, and he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
Tell you what, he's not an easy guy to stop when he's got his sight on the rim.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
Did he just go chop there with that one hand tomahawk slam?
That was a nice finish to an excellent possession.
Magic leading by 10.
2 minutes remaining.
1:57 left to play in the final quarter. Watson dishes to Vucevic. Tries from 7. No good. And Charlotte will go the other way with it. Outside, Walker. On the wing, Batum. That falls. Nice feed that time from Walker. Walker's got his 8th assist in the game. Orlando's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the 4th quarter. Harris outside. Feeds to Oladipo. Vucevic is screen on Fox. Just 5 on the clock. The wide open look here for Vucevic. It's on target from the high post. Vucevic has got 8 here in the quarter.
Yeah, quick trigger. And from that range, if he senses the defenders have backed off, forget about it.
And Walker kicks to 3. And that one's good.
Really, they haven't worked it inside as much as they did earlier in the game. And the way they did it in the first half, I think they've got to get back to trying that. It worked for them then. It should work for them now. Terrific game for Freak. 18 points, and he's got 2 baskets from out in three-point land.
And I'm sure they'd like to get a few more of those out of him.
And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. And let's get your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Magic.
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
Yeah, and also the way they've been able to generate points off of the turnovers that they forced tonight has also helped.
Walker the pass to Fox. Nails it! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
Boy, just an excellent assist. Nice work from Kemba Walker.
To the left wing, here's Vucevic, and they cash in right away with the quick shot.
And really, with every point from this point on, it seems like they're just closer to finishing this one off.
If they haven't already done it. I mean, hey, it's been a tremendous all-around performance from this group. I don't think there's any question about that.
Pass to Oladipo. Got a piece of it.
Just too much of a deficit to overcome.
Just not enough clicks and ticks left on that clock in this one, Greg.
Count it!
How good is that? I mean, he can make a defender look foolish at times.
And so they foul intentionally.
Kemba Walker. That's his 2nd personal foul. At the line for the Hornets, C.J. Watson.
It's the first that increases their lead to 6. And he is unable to get the second one. Here's Roberts. Connects!
Ryan Roberts for 2.
And so the big win by Orlando in a tight game. A narrow win under difficult circumstances, Greg, as the visiting team.
It really was, but that didn't seem to bother him. I mean, road team, home team, all I know is they were the better team.
Well said.
Got to forget about that one.
And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline.
Well, Nick, a terrific team win and certainly a great...
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thank you, Kevin, and now we get a chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Nikola Vucevic. He had just an outstanding fourth quarter performance. He really had the fire lit. And that'll do it for our coverage of this year's final regular season contest.
I know money isn't everything to you, freak, and I find it hard to say this, but I've grown to respect that in you. You're a man of conviction. But it's my responsibility to point out the consequences of that way of thinking. Now, for you, winning is everything, but winning isn't something you could do alone. It requires excellent, or at the very least, competent coaching, contributing teammates, and God willing, good health. And we all know that's not a guarantee. Now, the reality is you're not in control of any of those other factors, but if you, as the star player, fail to win and deliver a championship, you will be held responsible. You will be scapegoated, you will be villainized, and you will be punished accordingly. So when you say to me that as a free agent, all you care about is being in the best position to win, I understand what you mean. But again, that's not only up to you. Now, I'm gonna call my guy at Apollo Jets. I'm gonna get us a private plane for this tour. I promise you, you're gonna love the free agency experience. Now, your relationship with Vic has unfortunately cost us in some of these negotiations. We had 10 teams interested, we now only have 3. But thankfully, you wised up when it came to Vic. Have you been in contact with Vic? Yo, freak, look at me.
He still has one of my cars, Dom.
What did I tell you about the L word?
The L word? What is...
Loyalty. I don't know what kind of hold this Vic has over you, but it makes me scared. You're a free agent for the first time in your career, and the only person you need to be loyal to is you. You need to be an FOF. You need to be a friend of freak. Let's forget about winning without appropriate compensation and loyalty that hasn't been earned and isn't deserved. This is a tough business, freak. We need to be tougher. Come on.
CC?
Woo, Lord Jesus, I was about to blow a gasket. Okay, freak. Now, there are very few options on the table, and I want you to explore them all before making your final decision. Whatever you decide, it needs to be an informed decision, not an emotional one. The larger the markets, the greater resources at your disposal and exposure for you. But if you don't allocate these resources properly, then it's just a big spotlight on you as you lose.
Well, thank you kindly, big sis.
She's right, freak.
Thanks, Don.
Absolutely. Team freak. That's what we're about.
Oh, whoa, I don't know if I like this.
What?
Dom and CC high-fiving like that?
I mean, yeah, why you got so certain I'm gonna lose?
Whoa. No one thinks you're going to lose, freak.
You guys sure sound like it.
We just want you to select a franchise that has great coaching, super talent, exposure, but most importantly, a ton of cap space. If the team doesn't win and you're to blame, at least you won't be broke, capiche?
Capiche.
Also, you should make sure it's somewhere you want to raise a family, but no pressure.
Well, you guys have made this decision so much easier.
What did Mom and Dad say?
You know what they said. I mean, but honestly, I'm torn. I've heard and listened to what you've all had to say. Don't take this the wrong way. There's just one person I haven't heard from, and that's Vic.
Oh, Lord, help us.
Yo, Vic, where you at? I've been trying to call you, man. Hit me back.
You know him. He's probably somewhere too loud to hear his phone.
I don't know. I think Vic's actually upset with me. I'd like to thank everyone for coming here today. I especially like to thank God, my Lord and Savior, my family, my agent, Mr. Don Pagnotti, twin sister and manager, A.C.E, my lady. Thank you guys for all your support. I'd also like to thank all the fans, and all the people out there who consider themselves an FOF, a friend of Freak. My free agency has been nothing short of amazing. And frankly, it has been a dream come true. But like most dreams, the reality is very different from what I imagined. Though I wouldn't change a thing about this period and the time I spent in the NBA, I can honestly say that nothing has been more gratifying and more difficult than choosing where to play next year. I sought the wise counsel of my loved ones. Nothing puts me at ease more than knowing that regardless of my decision, you guys will be there for me no matter what. Now, there are so many wonderful teams in the league, each filled with stellar talent and all vying to be #1. For me, there's nothing more important than winning and surrounding myself with those who feel just as passionate about the game as I do and have an unrelenting desire to win a championship ring. That's what matters most to me. It is for this reason above all that I've decided to choose the Charlotte Hornets.
Yeah, baby. Good choice.
Talent they have on that team, they're going to championship this year.
You think so? And you know what that means?
I'm gonna get you.
Cha-ching!
I love it.
I know.
Yes, my man. All right, son. Congratulations.
I've been running.
3 letters. M-A-X, baby.
Dom we trust, baby.
Dom, we trust.
Let me see this contract.
There you
Let me
go.
see
Hold
this
on.
contract.
Gotta call, I'll be right back. I gotta call finally. Yo, fool, where you been? I've been trying to call you.
Mr. Freak,
Yo, who's this?
this is Officer Vasquez with the 9th Precinct.
Officer Vasquez? What did Vic do now?
Mr. Freak, there's been an accident. Look, we're gonna need you to come down to the following address as soon as possible.
What kind of accident? Put Vic on the phone.
I can't do that, sir.
No, you're not hearing me. I want to talk to Vic.
Look, sir, we need you to calm down as soon as you can.
No. Hey, listen. Put down the phone, and I don't want to hear it get picked up until Victor Van Leer's on the
give
phone.
me the phone.
Put Vic on the phone.
Mr. Freak, Mr. Van Leer was killed in a car accident.
What's going on? Give me the phone.
The car he was driving was registered to you. We were able to identify him from the
Listen
flyers
to
in
me.
his possession.
Freak,
I
give
don't
me the
want to
phone.
talk to you no more.
Freak, give me the phone. Hi, excuse me. Hi. Yes. This is Cece. This is Freak's manager. Who am I speaking with?
Hi, yes, look, we're gonna need somebody to come down and identify Mr. Van Leer. Eyewitnesses say that he was involved in a car chase. 2 cars were chasing him, and as the chase escalated, he eventually lost control and crashed. Look, I'm really sorry for your loss.
Hello. Outside of the deceased, was anybody else injured?
Vic died in a car accident.
What?
Yeah, they said he was in a car chase.
No.
Freak,
Are
I'm
you
sorry. He died.
I'm so sorry, Freak. Freak, I am so sorry.
Sis, all started here.
Yep, right here in the dome.
Yeah, when I was all about living the dream. Yeah. I know it'd be some nightmares.
As Daddy always says, all that glitters ain't gold.
Yeah, I'm gonna miss my brother Vic, though.
Deep down, he was a good person at heart, but he was never quite right. Something was always off with him, even when we were little growing up.
Yeah, I know, but I loved him anyway. I knew he was trying to take advantage of our friendship, but I didn't care. We were boys, ride or die, you know that?
Ride or die.
Just hope Vic finally found peace and depth that he never found in life.
Well, may he rest in power. When you really sit down and think about it, life is about the blink of an eye, and that's so quick. We spend a third sleeping in bed, a third trying to figure this thing called life out. Yo, by the time we think you got it all figured out, you only got a third of your life left.
Yeah, life's a trip.
Say that again.
Life's a trip.
10 times 10.
Well, honey. Hey, yo, shout out to my man Vic.
Shout out to Vic. Come on, let's bounce.
All right.
Yeah, I'm about to wake up the projects like I used to.
Better
remember?
not. You better not. You ain't kids no more.
C.C.?
A.C.E. Hey!
Why are you sneaking up on us?
Man, we thought you two left town yesterday after the funeral.
We decided to stay one more day.
Oh, I'm so glad you did. I wish we had known you were coming. We would have made you something to eat.
Yeah.
Okay.
What y'all doing?
Yeah, chatting.
Yeah, talking about yesterday's service.
Oh, okay.
How you holding up, son?
You know what? I'm okay, Pops. But you know what? We love you two so much. And it's only now that I'm realizing how much you two sacrificed for Cece and myself. Hey, you know, Vic didn't really get to know his father growing up. And we were lucky to grow up in a household with two loving parents. And you know what's sad to say? People thought we had a highly unusual home in the projects.
Yeah, folks always talk about the negative effects of boys with no father in the home, but it affects girls too. And it's helped me in my relationships with men in my life.
What man?
Anywho, I know that all men are not dogs because I had a great father in the home. You, Daddy.
I was there too. He didn't do it alone now.
Yes, Mama, of course. It goes without saying.
Thank you, daughter. I did what my father did, and his father before that. A man, a real man, will always be involved in his children's lives. I love your mother. We had our ups and downs, but I love her more than life itself. You two are a direct result of that true love.
Yeah, we know that.
Switching subjects.
Yeah.
I know the both of you like I know the back of my hand. You said you were leaving after the service. Why are you here out of the blue?
Yeah, what's up?
Why gotta be all that?
Yeah, we can't stop by and show our love and appreciation for our loving parents. I'm highly offended.
I am appalled.
What's happening?
Yeah, come clean.
Okay. Me and Cece just want to give you a little present.
Yeah, a small token, a small repayment for everything you've done for us.
Yeah, all the sacrifices you've made.
And we want nothing in return but your love. And grandchildren.
But get married first.
Yeah, save your money.
But Daddy, we really just
But Daddy, nothing. You heard your father.
Well, maybe one day.
Maybe. But one day is not today.
Nope.
Okay. Well, for real, we do have an actual flight to catch tonight.
For real this
Yes.
time?
For real this time.
Well,
It's good to see you again.
Yes.
Love you
Hey,
too.
y'all call
Safe
us when
flight.
you get there, okay?
We will.
as soon as you land.
Okay, Mama.
All right. Yeah, y'all
Okay,
call
Mama.
us as soon as you get back.
All right, as soon as you land.
All right,
Yes,
promise.
Take care of your brother.
Of course, always.
I got this. No trust.
Hey, did you forget something?
No, can you do me a favor and head to the sofa?
The sofa? What's at the sofa?
Just look behind the cushion.
Behind the cushion? Pete, come here.
What do they want now?
What's in the envelope?
Just look inside, Mama.
Pete, you open it. Hey, Frequency, what's this?
Does it look like it opens doors?
Keys to a house?
Uh-huh.
A new home?
Uh-huh.
Son, now I done told you and your sister a million times. Me and your mother are very comfortable right where we are.
Yes, he's absolutely right.
This is
yeah.
Harlem, USA. Project or no project. This is our apartment. This is the home we made for you to raise you up right in. We're not moving like everybody else.
Let me talk
Tell
to
him something.
Frequency, we both appreciate it very much. I mean, we're very grateful.
Okay,
honey.
look, there's something else in the envelope.
Pete, he says look inside the envelope.
What?
Well, look inside.
Yeah. Already. Montego Bay, Jamaica. Baby, pack your bags.
We are living the dream. Oh,
Thank y'all. Love you.
All right, love you guys.
Love you.
Dear Freak, by the time you read this letter, I'll be long gone. I wrote this letter because it's the only way I think my voice will ever be heard. This piece of yellow paper is the only way I'll ever get any of you to stop, listen, and really get to know me, Victor Van Leer. My childhood was turbulent. But even in the most unsettling times, there was a break in the tide. Father was the rocky water, and my mom's was the gentle surf. Pops did a lot of foolish stuff, but when he wasn't trashed and was actually taking the time to be a father, he'd say, Vic, you got one life, a fragile life. God can take this life whenever he sees fit. So live, and live plentiful. Each day God gives, live it in abundance. My pops was a smart dude, the most dangerous kind, educated and street smart. And this apple didn't fall too far from the tree. My mom's, yo, she was an angel. No matter how heavy the hand, she would do anything for me. And by chance, when I was casted into that darkness, she was the voice I followed back to the light. I was so young, too young. But my decaying flesh carries the scars and memories that won't fade. She's the reason I'm as loving as I was. She taught me to look at others as human beings and not objects. Now, where there's pain, a simple kiss, hug, or I love you could disperse that rainy day. That's why I'll never understand why. Why she of all people was taken from me. The only one good thing I ever had in my life. And that was my mother. You ever feel lonely? Well, I didn't have any siblings, and no one would claim me as their own. It is the first time in my life I questioned the point of living at all. If it wasn't for your family taking me in, I swear I was going to open my wrist or jump in front of the A train. But I found love. And I found it through my new family. Mr. Pete, man, he was the complete opposite of who my dad was. He was foreign to me. He was a good, honorable man, and to be honest, he intimidated me. I didn't believe I could ever be the man he tried teaching me to be. Miss Martha, damn. Real talk, I was in love with that woman. Frick, if you're reading this right now, I'm sorry. I never met one hottie that came close to her. Mr. Pete is a lucky dude. But unlike my dad, he could recognize the angel in his presence. Aside from my own mom, she's the only other person I truly think understood me. I just wanted to be loved, yo. I just wanted to belong. A.C.E, man, I've seen her make the hardest dudes break at the wrist. I've seen her turn coal into diamonds and then back into coal again, just by doing this intense stare she do. A.C.E is no joke. I love her, though. We used to be close. And again, I'm sorry, freak, but when your sister get all mad and on one, damn, whew. A.C.E, I love you more than you will ever know. I hope in my time past you can finally forgive me. Yvette is beautiful. A woman about success, work ethic, and never settling for less. Which, that's why I didn't stand a chance. Freak was king, and me, a big, fat zero. She was cool, though. Chill. And when she wasn't being all uptight, that girl was mad funny. I could see why you fell in love with her. She could make any man better. She was exactly what I wanted, and definitely what you needed. Frequency vibrations, my boy, my blood. I'm sorry I couldn't be as great as you. I'm sorry I was your weight and not your pedestal. I wanted to be a lot of things. I thought I was the next prodigy. Then you hit that court, and I knew. It was it. It was you, freak. It was you. I didn't have much of a life, at least not one I could be proud of. I never said this to you, but I wanted to be you. All I wanted was a taste, just a little taste of everything I never had. Can you blame me? Like my dad said, life is short, and I just wanted to live it abundantly. I know it hurts, but your life would be better without me. There's nothing holding you down anymore, freak. I believe in you. And I always look out for you from above, B. Hey, bring that Jesus piece back for your boy, though, you know. That shuttle's work. I love you, freak. At least I did something right. At the end, I felt as though I had no place here anymore. I never felt as though I belonged. Maybe my greatness is in the heavens. Or maybe, just maybe, my greatness is you, freak. I just hope you and the fam remember me as I remember my mom. Look at people like human beings, not objects. Because if you wait, it's often too late. So just say you love them now, man. Be the voice they can follow out of darkness. Be to them what my mother was to me. An angel. Your boy, resting in power. Vic.
Salutations, I am Sharonis Jackson, portraying the role of Frequency Vibrations, aka Freak. I am from the Inland Empire, California, Philadelphia born, just showing love to everybody out there. That's an FOF.
Hello world, it's your boy Wade Wilson, aka Vic Van Leer, Basquiat, and FOF, friend of Freak. Hey, I was born in Oakland, raised in Richmond, represent all day. Love y'all.
What's up, world? My name is Michelle Mitchenor. I play C.C. I'm representing Jersey. Shout out to my people on the shore and in the city. I'm now residing in L.A., living the dream.
What's up, family? This is Gina Breedlove from Fort Greene, representing the Republic of Brooklyn, New York. I play Miss Martha. I wish you all so much love and peace.
What's up, everybody? My name is Arthur Richardson. I play Mr. Pete. I'm a GI soldier. That's Gary, Indiana, for those that don't know. And remember, it's not just a game.
What's up, y'all? My name is Anya Engel Adams, aka Yvette Ming Ching, and I'm originally from upstate New York by way of South Florida, representing for all the independent ladies. And just let them know we got our own, boo. Mwah.
Al Palagonia, born in Brooklyn, New York, raised in Queens, New York, reprising the role of super sports agent Dom Pagnotti. That's right, the man, the myth, the legend, the king, #1, the best. You see this watch? That's diamonds and platinum. Gold, forget about it. Silver, forget about it. That's like speed and power, and that's what I have. I'm the best, and I will represent you. Freaking and vibing, freaking and vibing, freaking and vibing. Go 2K16, yeah, boy!
Yo, hear me clearly and hear me good. I am Paul Garangelli from Petaluma, California, also known as P-Town, home of the Butter and Egg Parade and Mocap Madness, and I play the team owner.
Hello, my name is Spike Lee. I hope you enjoyed our NBA 2K16 feature film, Living the Dream. Dolly, a little faster, a little faster. You know I'm on the dolly. This is my signature shot. We had a great, great time doing this. And as I said before, I've never done this before. It was a very, 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 very great learning experience for me. Worked with a great group of people in front of and behind the camera. And you know what? I want you to see everybody work on this film. So crew, come on in. Keep going. Keep going. All right. Freaking and vibing. Freaking and vibing. Cut.
Welcome to your second NBA season. Now that your career is progressing and your brand is growing, you will be challenged with managing increasing demands off the court. In between games, you'll have decisions to make on how to spend your off days. Will you refine your skill on the court and work on increasing your attributes in live practices? Do you want to earn fame and extra money by partnering with global brands? Or would you rather establish personal connections with some of the game's most influential personalities, which bring with them a variety of rewards? The choice is yours.